Okay guys, today we're going to be looking at my absolute favorite penny stock at the moment. Let's get to it. Before we begin, please know that this is for educational purposes only. Always do your own due diligence. Now the stock we're going to cover today is SEGI, Sycamore Entertainment Group. Okay guys, so first off I'm going to say, if I was going to only chart this and didn't know anything about the company, I wouldn't be particularly bullish. The chart isn't like super favorable. However, I will say there are some key points that the bulls can make here. You see the strong support here at this line. I mean, this is really going to be tested next week, right? We see it every time it's touched the lower Bollinger Band over here, once, twice, three times. It's been heavily respected, right? It's bounced off of it every time. Look at the reverse, right? The upper band has not been respected, right? It just goes wild, which is common amongst penny stocks actually. But anyway, not once. I mean, over here we can arguably say it was touching it as well. And if we go down further, even right now where it's testing it, it's still being respected. And even further below that, we still have a lot of support here from the 200-day moving average and this trend line as well. But the charting is not why I took a long position on this company, obviously. You know, like I said, I'm not super bullish on this chart. We always want to make sure that we do a mix of fundamental and technical analysis, right? Sometimes the fundamentals will outweigh the technicals and sometimes the opposite. In this case, it's definitely the former. The fundamentals here make a strong case for the bulls, right? So let's start with what the company even is. The parent company, Sycamore Entertainment Group, recently launched SEGI TV, a streaming platform. Now, most of us can agree that the market is oversaturated with new streaming platforms. To me, it seems like any company with any sort of relation to television decided to open up a streaming platform once Disney did last year and saw their massive success. But SEGI is different, right? So big reason is it's free. It's not a free trial, it's actually free, period, right? Another thing to look out for in the future with this company is that a couple months ago, the company signed a deal with a racing team that's going to be partaking in this totally new sport that's going to be premiering its first season next weekend, actually. I don't want to delve too much into this, but it sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool, unique sport. They're going to be driving only EVs. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Yeah, they're going to be driving only EVs, right? So only electric vehicles and racing each other throughout the world, like in places we've never even seen before.
Everybody's getting the sea level rise.
I mean, they're going to the Arctic Circle. They're going to the deserts. They're going to the Amazon rainforest. If you have a moment, take a look at it. There's a lot more info going on, and like half the teams. No, I'm sorry. The teams are actually half male, half female. One male driver, one female driver. Looks really cool, actually. Yeah, look at these. Look at these. I mean, yeah, you look at these. I mean, even if you're not a fan of racing in particular, I mean, I'm sure this will gauge a lot of interest globally, not just in the States. So it'll be really interesting to see, you know, how actually SEGI fares. And this is how SEGI ties into it, right? So they got a deal with GM to kind of make one of their cars look like the new Hummer EV, and this is what it's going to look like, I think. Here we go. Yeah. In addition to all of this, there's an audit that the CEO has said will be completed very soon, as early as before the end of March, according to one of his tweets. And if completion is successful, it could result in an uplisting, another big case for the bulls, right? So because a successful audit alone at this stage could boost the stock, but the uplisting, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it traded at, you know, 30 cents after such news, 8 or 9x from here. And the CEO, Ed Sylvan, he's a veteran in the securities markets with decades of experience. I looked up his resume. He also has other connections. He's the president of the Monaco International Film Festival. The more research I've done on this guy, the more I felt that SEGI shareholders are in good hands. Ed Sylvan, the CEO, has thrown around the idea, actually, of also having a potential share buyback this year, which would just be incredible for the stock. You know, it just shows confidence and also, you know, reduction in shares. So, and lastly, the company just recently partnered up with Ubiquity as well, whose clients include Disney, Warner Brothers, Verizon, and many other big names. And so this is one of those instances where I feel the overwhelming catalysts coming up make this more of a fundamental play than a technical play, as I mentioned in the beginning. But guys, please be super careful with this. I'm only risking 1.5% of my portfolio here, as I still see it as a true YOLO play, to be honest. Like this could be a 20 bagger or a 40 bagger or a 100 bagger. It could be the next Netflix, right? Or it could just go below sub penny. So please just be very mindful of all that. Risk management, guys, risk management and diversification. Those are the answers to sustained outsized returns. And with that being said, I will make an update if the price makes big moves in the coming weeks and months. So thanks for watching. Peace out.